What is happening? My name is Uyiosa, your friend in personal development and sales. Happy Wednesday. Really excited to shoot this video, and we're going to be talking about setting goals for Q2. As 4 quarters in the year and we're currently in Q2 and it's April in 2024. Can you believe it? 4 months of the year has nearly gone. And you're probably thinking, what have I done with my time this year? All the goals I set in January, how am I tracking against those goals? But even if you've completely flopped this year and you've not achieved any of your goals and you haven't really made progress in anything, don't worry, you're in the right place. We're gonna help you figure out a way that you can set goals for this quarter and actually achieve it and make progress. Really excited about that. What we're going to be talking about is the principles from this book called The 12-Week Year. If you haven't got this book already, you can get it from Amazon. I do recommend reading it. It's one of the best books I've ever read on productivity, goal setting, vision, and just making your use of time intentional rather than just going away with the fairies, let's say. This is a very good book, and it shows you how you can use your time and specifically tailor to what you want to do. Let's get into it. We're going to be focusing on setting goals for Q2. Q2 this year is April, May, and June. And the key word we want to talk about here is execution. Once we set a goal, all we have to do is how can we execute daily to achieve whatever that goal is. Execution is the key word here, because as we know, setting goals is very easy to do. We can sit here today, write a list of 10 goals we want to do in the next quarter, but we know it's not going to happen until we actually do what we need to do. And sometimes doing what we need to do is hard, so we need to come up with a system, a process that is going to enable us to do that. So I'm really excited to share that with you as well. The whole principle of this book, The 12-Week Year, is viewing 12 weeks, so 12 weeks meaning 3 months, as an entire year. Because I think a lot of times, especially in January, people set out these ambitious goals for your whole year from January to December. But the only issue with that is it's very easy to lose focus when the goal is spread out over a long period of time, because we can convince ourselves, well, I haven't done anything this first quarter, so this first 3 months. Maybe I might get to it the next quarter and the next 3 months. So there is no urgency to actually take that specific action. The key thing the 12-week year teaches us is to treat 12 weeks as an entire year. Rather than having 1 year in 1 year, we have 4 years in 1 year. That's Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. For anyone who doesn't know what a quarter is every 3 months. You got January, February, March, that's a quarter. You've got April, May, June, that's a quarter. And that's the quarter we're in right now, so that's a quarter we're really gonna be focusing on. When it does come to goal settings, if you guys are working with me right now, it's good to set goals in areas of our lives. It could be areas such as financial goals. It could be areas such as friends and family. It could be an area such as fun, recreation, and entertainment. It could be your health and fitness. It could be your love life. It could be your physical environment. It could be your career, or it could be your spiritual or personal development. The goals we're going to be setting is most likely going to fall in one of these areas. What I want you guys to do is get a pen and paper and list all the areas of your life. So I'll repeat that again. So number 1, we've got your spiritual goal. Number 2, we've got your personal development goal. Number 3, we've got your financial goals. Number 4, we've got your friends and families. What do you want to achieve in that area in the next 3 months? Number 5, we've got fun, recreation, and entertainment. What do you like to do for fun? What are your hobbies, etc. Number 6, we've got health and fitness. Number 7, we've got your love life. Number 8, we've got your physical environment. So where you live. Do you need to clean your house? Do you need to buy a new house? Do you need to go on holiday? So that could be a goal. Your career / business. If you're a business owner, what do you want your business to look like three months from now? If you are in a job, what do you want your career to look like 3 months from now? So we're going to be setting these specific goals. In each one of these areas of your life, I want you to write down 3 goals. So you're going to write down 3 goals. For example, a financial goal could be, I want to save £1,000 a month. I want to have enough money by the end of the quarter to put down a deposit for a mortgage. I want to put more money into my investment account. I want to put about 3 to 4K in my investment account by the end of the quarter. Make sure those goals are specific. You're going to write 3 goals for each of those areas that we talked about. Now we should have quite a lot of goals to go at. And you know, the reason why this is important is what we're going to do in the next exercise as well, relating to the 12-week year. Now you've made a list of all the goals that you want to achieve in the next 3 months. What I want you to do now is break those goals down. What I mean by that is we can't achieve everything that we wrote down in the next 3 months. I want you to highlight the most 3 important goals out of that list. That means the next 3 months, if you could only achieve 3 goals from that list, which 3 would those be? And because the reason why this is important is because we want to go into the next 3 months with focus, clarity on what we want to achieve, and sometimes doing too much can have the inverse effects. Sometimes having too many goals might mean we'll get started on no goals at all. Make sure you pick 3 of those goals that you want to achieve in the next 3 months, and this is really important. Make sure it's no more than 3. If you're struggling to get 3, 1 or 2 is also fine. Perfect. Now you've got your 3 goals that you want to achieve over the next 3 months. According to the 12-week year, we want to break those goals down now. So we want to take the first goal, and I want you to write, again, 2 to 3 things that you can do on a daily and weekly basis that will enable you to achieve that goal. For example, if the goal was to save 3 months, 3K by the end of the quarter, it could be I want to save 1K a month into my savings, which will enable me to achieve that goal. That might mean I might need to cut back on eating out, or I might need to cut back some expenses to allow me to save those goals. So there is a behavior aspect as well. Or another one is I want to hit the gym 4 times a week. If you want to hit the gym 4 times a week, well, I'm going to go on Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. So I'm going to go to the gym on those specific days every week. That means we have time which we're dedicating to that goal as well. So we want to make it very specific once you got that written down. Now you should have your 3 goals, and you should have 2 to 3 things that you're going to do to achieve that goal as well. Now the key part is, the amazing thing about this is there is no trick on how to achieve the goal. The next thing is you just have to do it. You're gonna have to do it. I've got a few tips on what I think that is gonna help you make sure you do it. But you just have to do it. Like Nike says, just do it. And that is really just it. You know what we need to do now. We know what goals we want to achieve over the next 3 months. We know what actions we need to take to achieve it. To the next stage, like I said at the beginning of the video, is execution. Make sure you're executing on your 12-week goals. After you've achieved that, then we can move over to the next goals as well. Just some tips that I think would really help you in the next 3 months to achieve what you want to achieve is, number 1 is remove distractions. There's so many distractions out there, I'm sure you're aware of, but distractions such as apps. If you go on your phone, you're probably getting notifications for things you don't even open. Make sure you remove that. People as well. Sometimes people can be a distraction, whether we want to admit it or not. Just remove that the next few months. Let's hammer down on achieving these goals. Habits, all the bad habits you have, I don't need to name it. I don't even know what it is. You know what it is. Just quit those habits. Stop doing it over the next few months. Playing video games, vegetating in front of the TV. I'm not saying don't watch TV and don't play video games, but don't spend the whole day watching TV and playing video games, just so we can allocate more time to achieving those 3 things you wrote down earlier as well. Because a lot of distractions out there is probably the reason why you didn't achieve the goals you wanted to achieve in Q1. Now in Q2, we've got a fresh start, fresh new year to go out there and kill it. And tip number 2 is form a killer morning routine. Everyone has a tendency, and I do as well, put my hands up, as the first thing you do when you wake up is check the goddamn phone. And sometimes that could just put you in a sort of wormhole of endless stuff and like stories and YouTube reels and Instagram and TikTok. Then before you know it, the first 2 hours of your morning is spent watching TikTok and YouTube, and you know, it's not really the most productive start of the day. So I want you guys to form a killer morning routine. And some tips I would say is the first thing you do when you wake up, you could either read a book, you could go out, just go outside, get some fresh air. What I would recommend is go on YouTube, put in a 10-minute HIIT workout or 5 minutes, something that gets the blood flowing. Make sure you meditate. It doesn't have to be for long. It could be for 60 seconds, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I usually try and meditate for 5 minutes every morning. That really helps me. And the third thing to do as well in the morning is make sure you practice gratitude. So make sure you say what you're grateful for. Like today, I'm grateful for waking up. Today, I am grateful for all my friends and family. Today, I'm grateful that I'm still alive. Today, I'm grateful for that I have water to drink. Today, I'm grateful I have food to eat. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I am so grateful for all the things that God has blessed me with. And number 4 is positive affirmations. This is critically important because no one's going to be your biggest cheerleader apart from you. So you want to make sure you're affirming positive things into your life. Like, you know, I am capable of achieving my goals. You know, I am confident and outgoing. So you want to affirm all the good things that you want to believe about yourself, because you know we all have that voice in our heads that tell us otherwise. So by practicing affirmation, we can sort of reverse and challenge those thought patterns. So that's number 1. Get rid of distractions. Number 2, form a killer morning routine. And to be honest, there is no perfect morning routine. You have to design something that works for you. And like we've just done, set 2 to 3 goals in each area of your life and focus specifically on those 3 goals for the next 3 months. So it doesn't mean you have to neglect everything else, but at least now we know what is the priority and we know where most of our time should be allocated to. So that's it. Q2, start of a new year. You know, if you messed up the first 4 months, don't beat yourself up about it. Hopefully this video wakes you up, shakes you up, gives you a newfound motivation, discipline to go out in April, May, June and execute. Remember, execution is key. Like everything we've listened to, everything we've watched, everything we've heard today is very easy to sit down and record, sit down and write. I'm going to do this X, Y, Z. But the reality is nothing changes until you do. So make sure after you watch this video, you start executing on those 3 goals you watched on those 3 goals you wrote down. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, like, share it with your friends. And hey, just let me know how your year is going, and let me know what goals you're going to set over the next 3 months as well. I'll be keen to know. As always, guys, my name is Uyiosa, your friend in personal development and sales. As always, be great. Peace.